Open letter, dear Bubbles, still swinging at ghosts and choking on the mirror from the desk of that pseudonymous reaction writing alcoholic nightmare you can't stop emailing about. Dear Bubbles, you slippery, gelatinous little disgrace of a courtroom sideshow. We meet yet again. I see you've upgraded your panic from passive-aggressive filings to full-blown bar complaint campaigning, CCing every misfit from the flea circus and somehow forgetting to include the one person you're clearly obsessed with, me. Big mistake, counselor. If you're going to wage a smear campaign, at least have the spine to include your target. But then again, integrity has never been your strong suit, now has it, you spineless little cockroach? I don't know what's more tragic, your inability to win a motion in court or your desperate side quest to weaponize the Florida bar like it's some kind of secret cheat code for sore losers. Silly testicle, it's not. But hey, I commend the effort. It takes real commitment to keep showing up with a dull butter knife to a gunfight and calling it litigation strategy. Let me start with the basics. Since subtlety clearly isn't your strong suit, you keep mentioning me, tagging me, referencing me, emailing entire press kits with my name on it, all while crying about harassment and cyberbullying. Bubbles buddy, if your inbox has more of my name than your client's billing records, that's not harassment, that's obsession. I'm flattered truly, but I'm going to have to start charging you licensing fees for the amount of real estate I'm taking up in that sad little piece of shit mind of yours. Now, let's talk about your latest masterpiece, emailing the Florida bar examiners to demand an investigation of an attorney while copying a convicted felon, a disbarred sovereign citizen cosplay artist, a rogue AI profiler, a fake journalist who records court hearings illegally, and a woman so ethically challenged she makes ambulance chasers look like monks. You're like the world's worst fucking Justice League. If every superhero power was perjury, projection, and punching yourself in the face on camera repeatedly until you were a bloody mess, you would have won that award. And what was that great ethical crisis that prompted your bar report this time? Oh, right, an attorney who's beating your ass so bad in court and someone on YouTube laughing at you about it. Gripping stuff really changed the face of legal ethics forever. You're a fucking hero. I'm sure the bar dropped everything just to field your tear-stained novella about my live stream tone and your fragile ego. But let's get to the real issue, me, because let's face it, that's what you're really mad about. And yes, that's me, an open alcoholic YouTube host living rent-free in your inbox and in your head. You really should pace yourself, doozy. You're foaming at the mouth like a soda can in a microwave, and it's not a good look for someone pretending to be a serious member of the bar while ducking Rule 11 hearings like they're subpoenas at a sovereign citizen meetup. You can't stand the reaction YouTuber, your words, who drinks out of a novelty mug and mispronounces res judica, has a better grasp of this litigation than you do. You hate that I know filings better than your co-defendants. You can't stomach that I openly mock you for ghostwriting your own clients while simultaneously being dick slapped in the face by public opinion every time you open up your cankerous mouth. And most of all, you're positively enraged that I never said your name until you made sure I had to. So let's revisit a few of your greatest hits, shall we? He hides behind a fake name. Yeah, that's called not being dumb enough to invite your little goon squad to dox me like you did Shara or Megan Fox. See also Doe v. Stegall, McIntyre v. Ohio elections, and every court ever that recognized retaliatory misuse of the legal processes. But you wouldn't know that because you skipped ethics and went straight to emailing everyone 101. No, Bruce, I protect myself behind a name because I've watched what you've done to others. Shara, Preston's grandson, Megan Fox, Tug, anyone who steps out of line. J-Hep. You and your sewer rat allies use threats, emails, court filings as intimidation tactics because you can't win on merit. Only through manufactured fear, and you don't scare me, Bubbles. You just confirm what I already knew. You're the kind of guy who calls the cops when he fucking loses Uno. And please, for the love of Velcro and short buses everywhere, stop pretending I'm some part of some global conspiracy to prop up Jeremy Hales like we're running a back alley YouTube cartel. I'm not in his pocket. I'm not his mouthpiece. I'm not on his payroll. Hell, I barely even covered the guy, but thanks to you and your brain-melting fixation, I'm considering opening a whole damn series titled Bruce's Bar Breakdown, The Crybaby Chronicles. You can't even fabricate some new acronym like polyflop to pretend you can do that, okay? Create some new acronym like polyflop, pretend you're doing actual law. But no matter how many times you cry a cyberbully, it isn't going to change one cold, hard truth. You're a sanctioned, you're ghostwriting clown who got booted from your own cases and now desperately trying to turn your bar complaints into a PR campaign. Oh, and let's not forget that September 11th email you sent where you told every YouTuber in your loser Rolodex that this would be the next big media story. You even tried to promise access to media deals to legal creators if they played nice with your fictional reality. You weren't filing motions, you were shopping for a narrative. Problem is, the only thing you produced was proof that you're a manipulative little swamp goblin who thinks due process is a suggestion. You become the legal version of a chain letter. You CC everyone, scream about conspiracies, and then beg for attention. You didn't CC me this time because you knew I'd rip your entire email to shreds and probably break your wife's heart in the process. And congratulations, here we are. Here's the real kicker. You think people are buying it? He's an alcoholic YouTuber. Yes, the classic ad hominem attack. Funny how the guy who skipped a Federal Rule 11 hearing is now questioning my professional conduct from a Gmail account that doubles as your YouTube fan club complaint hotline. He's part of conspiracy with the Hales. Let me click this up again for you very slowly. I do reaction videos. You know, the same kind of stuff you do every time someone files a stupid document, except I do it with context, receipts, and functioning logic. You do it with LinkedIn screenshots and public meltdowns. Hell, you can't even capture a video properly. The difference? Son, I have an audience. You have a footnote. Shizzy reads letters on his show for content. Well, damn straight I do, bitch. And yours are the most fun. It's like watching an ethics seminar taught by an angry Muppet with delusions of Rico. Keep sending them. I'll keep reading. It's called Engagement Bubbles. And let's talk about this little campaign you're running. You keep calling it legal advocacy, but we both know it really is. It's a last-ditch attempt to paint yourself as the victim while dodging the fact that the judge has more sanctions in the future than you have remaining bar contacts. You were discharged by your own clients. You bailed on Rule 11 hearing. You ghost wrote for clients under the table. And now, because you can't discredit Shockett in court, you've turned to filing complaints, emailing the press, stalking people on YouTube like a middle-aged teen with a vendetta and too many cheesy poofs. I would bet a month worth of super chats Lynette would come running the moment you scream, poop bucket. Might even change that diaper on you after inserting a feeding tube. Just stay away from the sharp objects. Here's the thought. Stop trying to regulate my commentary. Start managing your caseload, because when it comes to credibility, bitch, the only thing you're winning is the race to irrelevance. Meanwhile, I'll be right here, mispronouncing Latin, wearing Velcro shoes, playing catch in the street, doing better than you. And I'm still not available for guest appearances. Shizzywhiznut, Velcroed, and verified, and still your daddy.
It is about time. Let's break this mother down. With Shizzywhiznut.